The former ambassador to Pakistan, spokesperson of the Afghan Taliban and Guantanamo prisoner, Mullah Abdul Salaam Zaeef, is in South Africa. As a guest of Cage Africa, he is here to help promote the objectives of the organization.
I can hear the ghosts of Guantanamo Bay. I can feel the ghosts of Guantanamo Bay. Do you know their ghosts of Guantanamo Bay? Guantanamo Bay. Can you see the ghosts of Guantanamo Bay? Can you hear the ghosts of Guantanamo Bay?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh Abdul Salaam. Welcome to Salam Media. Sheikh, many people are interested in your story and in the past, but we are more interested in the present, and perhaps if you can tell us a little bit about what you think will happen in the Muslim world in years to come. Currently, at the moment, if I can start off with the first question, the presidency of Barack Obama, how do you think it has affected Muslims in the world? Has it been something positive compared to previous American presidents?
First of all, I will say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all brothers and sisters. They are reading the information. I think the Obama or Bush or other president coming to the power, they cannot able to change what is the strategy in America. And the strategy maker of the United States, maybe they are behind of the strategy. When they are making strategy, it's not for 4 years, it's not for 10 years. And the president, he is coming for 4 years, so for at least if the second round he is winning, he will be remaining for 4 more years. It's completing 8 years. But the strategy is longer than that. It's for 50 years, for 100 years, and they're expecting what will happen. I think I'm not personally talking about Obama or the president, but the strategy of American is made to what to do in the world, and especially what to do in the Islamic world. The president, they cannot able to change anything. But the problem with, if we are hoping someone will come, they will change the strategy, they will change the world, and that's kind of expectation of the Muslim. This is not correct, I think. And also, if we are hoping and want from America to bring security to us, or to help us, or to do something for the will of the Muslim countries, and this idea, this is also wrong. And the Muslim country, they are in the trouble, and they will be in the trouble until they are working to how to resolve the problem. And this problem, this will be increasing in Islamic world. Eventually it will go from one country to the other country, and from the other country to the other country. There is a proverb in Arabic words. Always I remember that in the أكلت لما أكل الثور الأبيض. They said I was eaten. That is the history of the 3 cows. He said I was eaten when the white cow was eaten. At that time I was eaten. When some country they are coming from a long distance, and they came to one country, and they defeat one country, they destroy one country, they collapse the government. The other Muslims, they were looking, yes, they are terrorists, they are bad people, or their problem with America, with other Muslim, non-Muslim countries. All they are became united against them, but they were looking, they were not cooperating with the neighbor Muslim brother. They are not standing, even they were not raised a voice for the help on that. And this eventually, this is our problem. This problem is coming by one country looking to the other, one brother looking to the other. It will be 18, and the problem is coming to them. When problem coming to them, this time they are okay, they are working, and they say, oh, this problem is, we have to be united, we have to do that, we have to do that. But in the beginning, they are not doing it. That's something is a big conspiracy continuing, especially in Islamic world. And if the Muslim, they are not preparing themselves to the situation, and they are not cooperating each other, this will be increasing.
Do you think there is any hope now that we see the current crisis in the Middle East and the bloodshed that is happening, of some kind of unity between countries like Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Qatar? Do you think there is another power, or another, if the West is one side and Russia and Iran on the other side, do you think this is a third power?
And I think this is very late, and this was supposed to be united before 15 years or 20 years, and they should think about that right now. But anyway, this is some good step. They can united and to insist against what's happening to the Islamic world. And I don't say that there is no problem, but this problem is not created by Muslims. I know that in Afghanistan, in Iraq, in Libya, in Syria, in Egypt, in some other countries, something was coming. There was something behind of that. They were doing it. For example, Afghanistan was destabilized, and when any nation, any tribe, any people, they are feeling deprived and feeling deprived from the right, and feeling some kind of to be condemned, and they have to do something. When the Russians, they came to Afghanistan, they captured Afghanistan, they occupied Afghanistan, and that's the Mujahideen, they started jihad against them, and eventually they were defeated. But Afghanistan destabilized, and the neighbor countries, in some Islamic countries, they didn't cooperate with Afghanistan to stable Afghanistan, to make a good leader for that, and to rebuild Afghanistan. They remain Afghanistan, the same situation was destroyed, and almost 95% of Afghanistan was completely destroyed, and the irrigation system was destroyed. Electricity was not in Afghanistan, and the factory was destroyed, the road was destroyed. But unfortunately, nobody helped them, and they remain to the poor Afghan in this bad situation. And this was the problem starting till today is coming. I don't want to make a long long speech about that, but the problem is we're coming to the Islamic world. This is not coming from the Muslim. If they are condemning the Muslim, no, this is a wrong idea. The Muslim, they didn't do anything. They came, they destabilized our country, and when the shadow or the frame of the government or the system of government breaking, this is the money hand coming after that. You are not able to control. Right now, like in Afghanistan, we want a stable Afghanistan. We want the people for education. We want the human right. We want to have a good life. We want to be in the peace, but we are not able, because this money hand come. We don't have any good government and central government to control all the situation. The government always, this is the puppet government, and working for other, and they are not care about the nation. They are not care about the people, and the people, they are not trusting the government, and the situation continuing like that, and nobody is able to stable the country. And this same situation is going to the Islamic world. But this is not starting by Muslims. Some other countries, they are behind of that, and they destabilize us. They wanted to more destabilization of the Islamic world. But the Muslim, they have to do something, especially the countries still they are stable. If they are not preventing the situation, or not insisting about this thing is coming about, not helping with the other people, other Muslim in the country, and eventually they will be not remaining in this position.
Last question. Some people feel that we need to stand up against the West, and by standing up against the West, we need to become closer to countries like Russia or a socialist system opposed to a capitalist system. Do you think this is the solution, or what is the solution for the Muslim world going forward?
No, this is not, by my opinion, this is not the solution to, we should fight against West, we should fight against other, we should bring Russia to be our alliance, or to bring China to be our alliance. That's the wrong idea. The Russia will not help you. I remember the history of Afghanistan when the British, they were in the border of Afghanistan, and this was the British colony. They captured the India, and they had a fighting with Afghanistan. In the Russia, they were giving insurance to Afghanistan that if Afghanistan fight with the British, and Sardar Yaqub Khan was the president, and this one, and Amir Abdurrahman Khan was the Amir at this time. They were giving that if you fighting, if you had any problem, the Russia will be standard with you. When the Afghan, they started fighting with the British and Russia, they remained alone. And eventually the British were defeated in Afghanistan, but the Russia, they didn't help them. And the other example, they were very good with Iraq. And Iraq was trusting Russia, and they given the ammunition, and they were given anything. They had good relationship, and even they were calling communist regime in Iraq. But when the Western country they starting fighting with Iraq, the Russians they left alone. That's not. They have their benefits, their purposes. These purposes, their benefit is not. I think not equal with the Islamic world, with the Islamic purposes. The Islamic world, they have to be united. Just they don't want to be fight each other, or fight with the East or West or other country, or invasion to somewhere. It's not necessary, because we don't want to invasion. We don't want fighting. Just we want stability and security of our country. And we don't want that this problem by the name of Islam is coming to our country, by the name of terrorists coming to our country. And this time, just the Muslims to become united and left the problem between them behind of them. This is enough. This is enough. They can resolve the problem. And the problem, they are not the country, the big country, Islamic country. They are not trusting on themselves. They have army, they have money, they have anything, but they're not trusting themselves to do something. They are looking to West, East America, the British. Why they will do that? They can stand up and do anything for the people. They convince the people, help the people, cooperate with the people, sit with the people what is the problem. And they will not be imposed the power by the support of America, by the support of British to do something wrongly with the people of the nation. If they, I think if they're sitting with the people, if they become united, and they look to the problem, and they decided to resolve the problem.
Do you know there goes on Guantanamo Bay?